Just play.
I mourn the creatures you were forced to kill. They usually aren't so aggressive. May the essence of Aetherius protect us all. Now please, stand back. I must perform the ritual of wording. Oh, I hope this works. There. I think that's done it. Come with me. Good. It worked. That's a perfectly fine ward, if I do say so myself. That ward will buy us some time. Now we have to figure out what to do next. Agreed. The mill is safe for now, but we need to get the villagers out of here. My sister Johanna has a plan to help the villagers, but we need your assistance. If you're willing to help us, please talk to her. The Weird Tree, the spirit that gives life to this land. My sisters and I are Beldama Weird. We serve the Weird Tree. We came here to discover why anger infests this part of the forest. No, and that worries me. The forest no longer speaks to us. We sensed that something was wrong, and that's why we came here. But beyond that, we are at a loss as to how to make things right.
Who are you to nonchalantly walk through flames and forest? You smell of the city of stone. Have you come to cleave our forest? Rip up our soil? Haven't the spirits already been enraged enough by your kind? So you say. My sisters and I serve the Beldama Weird. We have a duty to uphold. You? I don't know your true intentions. Still, we could use the help of someone who isn't quite as attached to the forest as we are. You might prove useful after all. My sister Olina is still out there, probably trapped somewhere between the fires and the enraged forest creatures. The fires burn, our sister is missing, and the villagers are dying. Something needs to be done. Get everyone back here and we can keep them safe. For a while. In the meantime, we'll work on what to do next. And make sure you put those fires out. This building won't provide much protection if it burns to the ground.
No more! Mura will not stand for it! You won't hurt any more of Mura's friends! These creatures show up in the night, try to take everything from Mura. This one has worked hard to make friends, find people who would accept her. Mura will not allow these beasts to kill her friends. Do you speak the truth? Mura thought everyone was dead. Now you tell me good news, and hope fills this one's heart. Mura has heard tales of the witches who roam the west. Some good, some bad. This one will not turn down help, though, yes? Mura will find her way back to the mill. Just let one of those creatures get in this one's way.
I thought I was the last one left out here. Well, get up here and fight beside me. Today, every last one of the damn things that got too close. A Nord never gives up, and a Nord never backs down from a fight. I'll keep fighting and swinging my axe until my arm falls off. And then, I'm not afraid to die, stranger. But I might as well do it while defending the village. Thanks for the help. I look forward to fighting at your side back at the mill.
I'm sorry. But we have to extinguish these fires somehow. Otherwise, we're going to join her. Did my sisters send you to aid us? The Mother Spirits guide us. I tried so hard, but I wasn't able to save more than this single villager. I'll make sure we both get back to the mill.
No! My beautiful daughter! Please say something! You have to be all right. You have to be.
We have to go. We can't stay here any longer. Your daughter's gone.
We can't just leave her here like this. I have to say goodbye. Wait. What are you doing? What's happening?
Any more? I need some tea.
It's, good you got here when you did. You were much more, merciful than I was about to be to those creatures. Ha! Better than those imps after I get through with them. Assuming you didn't kill them already. You did. Kill them all, I mean, didn't you? The mill, of course. Well, if I do run into any hostile creatures along the way, they'll regret the day they decided to invade our village.
I don't want to die out here. You've got to help me. Injured? Injured? What does that matter? Everyone's dead. I think I'm the only one left. Survivors. I'm not all alone? Oh, thank the eight. I have to get to the mill and see who else is still alive.
Perhaps I was too quick to pass judgment on you. These people, including my sister Olina, owe you their lives. The remaining fires should burn out soon. You did what you could, but the forest's rage has ravaged this village. It's terrible, for sure. But a small part of me is thankful that these saws won't operate again. My sisters and I should be able to open a path to safety, but we'll need your help again to make this work. We can travel along the roots of the Weird Tree. That's how we were able to get here so quickly. But there's some kind of corruption in the soil, and now that path is blocked to us. The roots need to be nourished with pure energy. Nothing is more pure than life itself. We can use the life force of the creatures to nourish the roots of the Weird Tree. Kill one of the creatures near each root. Their life essences should provide the power we need to get the villagers out of here. Look for the roots of the weird around the mill. Remember that those creatures must give up their lives near the roots, or the roots won't absorb their life essences. Any creature you...
If we must.
We were able to get all the villagers through the portal. They're safe in our camp for now. I should return to our camp and help protect the villagers. My sisters will continue to look into the madness that occurred here. Perhaps you could help them, if you have an interest. You have earned my respect, Stone Dweller. Thank you.
I'm taking
Speak
notes
to
on your
Willian.
progress.
There are
just so
still
you're
questions
aware.
that require
Galvanize.
answers.
I didn't want to say anything with all these poor people around. They've already gone through so much. But after studying the situation, I think I know what's going on in the forest. The terrible magic that infects these creatures. I've heard stories, but I've never seen it used. Reach magic. I don't know how this happened. Even the Guardians of the Weird are silent. This is much worse than I originally imagined. Elemental spirits connected to the Weird Tree. They guide us in protecting the land. But if we cannot reach them, they cannot aid us. I must ask for your continued help in this. All of Glenumbra may be at risk if this blight continues to spread. You must meet with Weira Zelina. She was the first to sense the disturbance and may know more about Reach magic. We have to find a way to stop this or the very earth around us will perish. Please, find my sister on the road north of this mill.
Who goes there? Identify yourself. Bandits attacked a caravan up the road. We've got them pinned in a noble's house, but they're holding the family hostage. If we attack, they'll kill everyone. Not my call. You should talk to Captain Farlever. She's on the road west of the camp.
Traveler, there's trouble ahead. Bandits. You should turn back. We can't guarantee your safety. Red Rooks under Illisan Tower? These bandits continue poking their noses where they don't belong. Thanks for letting us know. It provides context to this attack, and now we can watch for any reinforcements from the tower. Be careful out there. Red Rook bandits might be anywhere.
I'm a little busy. The Red Rook's bandits are holding hostages. They're in a house down the lane. A patroller sent you? Then listen carefully, because I always have a plan. The Red Rooks use trained wolves to guard their camp. Increases their confidence, but also makes them careless. We can exploit that to save the hostages. I need someone who can get in quietly, grab some wolf's woe, and take it to the hostages. With that plant, the hostages can walk out without attracting the attention of the wolves. The hostages are locked in a house, so you also need to find a key. We can help once you get those nobles out. My guards are itching to hunt down those brigands. Just be careful, and good luck. The wolf's woe grows all around here, so it should be easy to acquire. As for the key, grab a Red Rook uniform and look around. The disguise should fool the bandits, but watch out for the wolves. Otherwise, shake a few bandits until a key falls out.
Another bandit in my house? Have at thee, I say! How was that, my dear? Did I sound fearsome? What a daring rescue! This is quite exciting! Look, everyone, we have Wolf's Woe. This will be an adventure! Those ruffians came by boat. Ingenious, really. Slip in from the water, strike caravans on the road, then sail away. But the guards showed up and the bandits set traps on my estate. Clear those traps, or it'll be too dangerous for us to leave. I know. Take my hunting horn. It's upstairs. Then clear the traps and create a diversion. Set something on fire. That should keep the Red Rooks too busy to notice us. Sound the horn to signal us that it's safe. Meanwhile, I'll untie the others. I'll have you free in no time, my love.
Please excuse my husband. He gets so... No, thank Mara. The only thing I regret losing is my jewelry box. It's a family heirloom. The rest we can replace. I'm just thankful we're alive. The bandit leader, an orc named Tharkul, he took it. The box only opens if you're a member of the family. I told him, but he didn't care. If you retrieve it, I can arrange a reward. Once you acquire my lockbox, please hold on to it until we're safely away from those dastardly bandits. And do be careful. I'd hate to think that someone got hurt trying to help me. Yes, my ancestor had the box made to protect her valuables while she was at sea. The box was tied to her blood, so that only her or her descendants could open it. It's been passed down from mother to daughter ever since.
Oh, thank goodness you've come.
Good use of these resources.
I assumed that horn was a signal when I saw the nobles run out. Good thinking. Well done. With the nobles safe, my guards can storm the camp without worry. We won't have any trouble rounding up the rest of these Red Rook thieves. Here, compliments of the Daggerfall Watch.
Oh dear, you shouldn't have risked your life on my behalf. Oh my, I didn't think I'd see this again, and it's still sealed. This means the world to me. There are so many good memories in this box. Your kindness is appreciated, and here's the reward I promised you. Risking danger just to recover trinkets for me? Our family will always remember this.
Please, we're dealing with serious matters here. The Guardians are in desperate need of our aid, and any interruption can have dire consequences. Oh, my apologies. You must be the stranger who helped my sisters at Dellin's Mill. I'm honored to meet you. I can't talk long. As you know, things are not well in our woods. The Guardians have gone silent, and this corruption spreads. They're elemental spirits. They used to guide us, but now, nothing. And just when we need them the most. There's an old rite to contact them that might work, but it's too dangerous for me or my sisters to perform. I don't know. You're not one of us. But we have to try something, I suppose. See the lurchers out there. Gather their limbs. That's the dangerous part. Then burn the limbs at the altar atop the nearby ruins. If it works, a Guardian should appear. If you're able to speak to the elemental spirit, find me at the Vale of the Guardians. It's north of this location. I'll wait for you there. And please hurry. We need the wisdom and guidance of the Guardians now more than ever.
We have been waiting for someone to summon us. Angoff the Gravesinger has imprisoned us, and we are cut off from the Weird. You must set the Guardians free. Have mortals so soon forgotten the old ways? Surely the Weirises remember the Standing Stones. First, the stones must be cleansed of Angoff's dark influence. Protect the Weird while they destroy the corruption binding the stones. No, but cleansing the stones should loosen Angoff's grip. Tell Weiris Elena about the corruption. She will know what must be done. Our time grows short, mortal. Free us before Angoff's corruption takes hold.
I heard a whisper echo through the forest. Was it the Guardians? Did they talk to you? Imprisoned? Our enemy is that powerful. We will do whatever we can to help. The Guardians must be set free. What must we do? Without the aid of the Guardians, we can't regain control of our weird tree. 4 of my sisters have gone north to cleanse the stones, but they need protection. Corrupted creatures attack them before they can destroy the foul vines that choke the stones. You must go and help them. Of course! The Standing Stones, I should have realized. Take my amulet and protect the Weird. When they're done, weaken a lurcher and use the amulet to control it. Bring the controlled lurcher to the Standing Stones on the hill. We'll do the rest. Meet us at the ritual site, and don't forget the lurcher.
See these vines? Corruption runs through them and they choke the sacred stone. Soon, they will tap into the stone's magic and defile it completely. If you will help me, I can destroy these foul vines. Your confidence is inspiring. Thanks for that. Now prepare yourself. The vine's protectors will be on us as soon as I cast my spell. I need more time. We've done it. Let me catch my breath and I'll head to the ritual site.
Corruption radiates from this thing. I can feel it worming into my soul. The corruption spreads outward, altering or killing all the forest creatures. We have to destroy it. Then keep me safe while I destroy this damned thing. Almost finished. Keep them off a little longer.
Going to need a moment. I'm not a young man.
We've destroyed it. Give me a minute and I'll meet you at the ritual site.
I loathe these vines. They reek of death and corruption. But every time I try to deal with them, I'm attacked by cultists or corrupted creatures. I wish I had your confidence. I mean, I know what to do. And now you're here, right? Oh, what am I so worried about? Consider those damn vines destroyed!
Onward and upward!
Stay alert. I'm not done yet. Finally gone. I need a minute to catch my breath, and then I'll meet you at the ritual site. Weira Selena told me you would come. I hope this works. Please don't let anything happen to me while I destroy these vines. You know, when you say it like that, I almost believe it. Let's do this thing. Faster. I need to go faster. Be ready for another attack. It's destroyed. I'll meet you at the ritual site once I've rested for a minute.
By my blood, the corruption is washed away.
The sacrifice has made this holy place pure again. We can begin the ritual whenever you are ready. That poor Spriggan spirit is finally free. It is a lurcher no more. Through its blood, we have cleansed this site. Everything is ready. I agree. They've been imprisoned for much too long. Beldama, sisters, focus your power on the stranger. It's time to break Angof's hold on the Guardians.
At last, the chains of corruption fall away. We are free of Angof's hold.
Angof will pay for this insult.
Speak, champion of the Guardians. We are in your debt. We are free. This is how it should be. We are Earth's bones. We endure. We knew someone would come to set us free. We just didn't know when it would happen, or who it would be. It seems right that you were the one. You are mortal, but also not mortal. Angof has much to fear from you. Angof's evil flows deeper than the wellspring of this land. This must end quickly. There is more work for you, champion. Go to the Weird Tree and find Weirus Gwen. We protected her from Angof's slaves, but she cannot save the Weird Tree. That task belongs to another. Go, and learn what...
Ah, someone has finally arrived. My father sent me to this god's-forsaken beach to round up some layabouts. I think he hates me. Interesting. My father, Lord Deal, hired a group of vagrants. Called themselves the Daggers. They were supposed to collect some samples from the Harpies to help our research into why they become so hostile. They are failing, of course, miserably. You helped them finish the job. Really? Are we speaking the same language? I'll even give you an assistant. One of the Daggers who actually managed to find his way back to camp. He can fill you in on all the details. Why are you still standing here?
You're going to help me find the rest of the Daggers? I'm not sure you're Dagger material. Your hands look kind of soft and delicate. Like you've never beaten anything into submission with your own 2 fists before. The Daggers were hired to help Lord Deal gather research about the Harpies. We get him what he needs and we get paid. Simple as pie. But now the rest of the Daggers are missing. We need to find them and make sure our first mission is a success. Everyone has to start someplace. Even the Fighters Guild had a first mission, didn't they? Who are you to judge? Now let's get out there and do what we're getting paid for. Let's find the Daggers and bring back their research. Harpies, eggs, whatever we can bring back so Lord Deal can figure out why these birds have become so violent lately. We have to find the missing Daggers, Gelvin, our leader, and the Remley brothers. We find them and help them finish their jobs. And while we're at it, we look for the Queen Birdie, Fowling. She's a vicious killer, and she needs to be dealt with.
Wait.
Is that Gelvin up there? What in Malakath's name is he tangled up in?
Thank you, old friend. Thought I was going to become bird food before you got here. Hello. That was a bit of a predicament. The Remley brothers do set a good trap, I must say. That one trussed me up tight. But now that you're here... Wait a moment. Who are you? Help. The Daggers don't need any... Oh, who am I kidding? I'm the leader of the Daggers, and we don't have a clue as to what we're doing out here. If you're willing, we'd appreciate any help you care to provide. I was collecting unhatched harpy eggs to bring back to camp. One of the things Lord Deal needs to complete his research. I got one egg, but we need to collect a few more. In the nests above, be gentle with them. I don't want the hatchlings to come to any harm. I'm going to rest a moment and then head back to camp. With the gold his lordship pays us, the Daggers can really make a go of this mercenary thing.
You expect to trap a flying harpy with a trap set on the ground. You're an idiot. You know that, right?
You know I hate it when you yell at me, brother. Now calm down and help me figure out how to get a harpy to trip a wire on the ground. Oh. I see the problem now.
Looks like we found the Remley brothers.
Did Lord Deal send you? Well, there's nothing new to report except that my brother is an idiot. Armo placed dozens of traps and he just realized something. Harpies don't walk. Now we're trying to figure out how to salvage the situation. We're trying to capture a few of these creatures. Lord Deal wants to observe the harpies and see if they demonstrate any odd behavior that might explain the recent acts of aggression. But we're still working on our traps, as you can see. We've got some throwing snares. The only problem is the damn harpies are too strong. They need to be weakened before you hit them with the throwing snares. I may have a sword, but I'm not a fighter. That's too dangerous an approach for me. Lord Deal said a few. So 4, I'd say. Yes, 4 harpies should do. If this works.
Whoever did this could be watching us. Listen, you've helped the Daggers a lot, and we appreciate it. But before we go back to camp, I need to make sure you understand something. Gelvin has a good head and a good heart. Always puts the Daggers first and keeps us on the right side of the law. Of course, that's part of the reason we're still struggling. Sometimes mercenaries can't be too choosy about the jobs they take. This Lord Deal, something's not right with him. Why does a noble care about harpies? But whatever, it doesn't matter. The Daggers need to get paid. If not, our mercenary group collapses, and we're all back to the streets, again. You're not listening. I'm saying that it doesn't matter. He could be a saint or Molag Bal himself. What matters is that we get paid so the Daggers can stay together. Got that? Now let's get back to camp.
You can't keep them like this, Lord Deal. They're in pain.
I can do what I like with them. After all, I'm the one investigating why these birdies have become so very, very angry.
Ugh. When Gelvin gets back, he won't stand for this.
Very nice. Good to settle my old bones for a bit.
No, you're back. Much more reliable than those damn daggers. I don't see their leader, Gelvin. He didn't come back with you? More gold for the rest of you, I suppose. Now hand over the eggs, please. I believe we already covered that. Now let me have a look at these beauties. Oh, so round and smooth. Well, oval, really. Where's the other egg? I was promised 5 harpy eggs, not 4. Didn't they teach you to count? There will be no deal without 5 eggs. 5! No more, no less. Imbeciles! Then I suggest you find that bootless lout and get it back. There will be consequences. These are my eggs. Let his sister know that if Gelvin doesn't return, I will have his right hand cut off for stealing from a noble. Dealing with fools and idealists makes me thirsty. I need a drink.
Greedy, ignorant, ugly son of a mammoth's ass. That Deal can go leap in the river. I wish I knew. The rest of the daggers made it back, but there's been no sign of my brother. I had my doubts about getting involved with Lord Deal. I just wish I'd told Gelvin about them. But who are you? Well, you helped my brother and his daggers so far. I only hope we can continue to count on your support. So, listen. I heard Deal's threats. His claim is ridiculous, but he has gold. Paying guards to support a false accusation is easy enough. I think I know where you can find my brother. Whether you agree with Gelvin, me, or the bastard Deal over there, we need to find Gelvin and that egg. I don't want to see my brother get hurt. There's a house on an island directly west of this camp. That's where we first met with Lord Deal. I could see that Gelvin was very interested in the place. I'll give you a head start before I tell Deal about it. Now go. Find my brother.
Something fishy's going on here. I think Lord Deal hasn't been entirely truthful with us. But how did you find me? Granette sent you, didn't she? I know. I was on my way back when I decided to investigate this place. When we first arrived, Deal and his sons came out of this building to greet us. I figured if there was any place to get any answers, it was right here. Nothing yet, but this whole situation feels off. I'm sure that his lordship hasn't told us the whole truth about the Harpy frenzy. Anyway, I'm not leaving this house until I find something that sheds light on what Deal is up to. Found something, didn't you? Tell me what you found. Let me see that. What in the name of... Lord Deal's been poisoning the Harpies the entire time. He orchestrated their frenzy, and he claimed he's been trying to help. He's been using us. It's tainted gold. The daggers don't operate that way. We're not common thieves that break the law just to fill our own pockets. This is a dangerous edge to walk, and it cuts both ways. I didn't want the daggers to start out like this. Well, we'd have to disband. We'd go our separate ways and hope we can find a way to feed our families. Damn it. This isn't an easy choice. I just can't accept that we'd get our start helping a noble do the wrong thing. But you don't understand. This is wrong. I pride myself on doing the right thing. I've never broken the law or asked the daggers to do anything illegal. Now everyone's depending on me. I don't know what to do. This dagger you've handed me has a very sharp edge. No, not you. The daggers are of my own making. Let's find Lord Deal, give him his egg, and get our gold. Our families won't go hungry, but I may never sleep well again after this.
I do hope you have both the thief and the egg with you. Oh, yes, yes. This one's shell shines even brighter than the others. My study of this specimen will surely guarantee our success in stopping the harpy frenzy. If you think to try to slander me, Worm, good luck with that. I put gold in the pockets of the highest-ranking guards in the city. No one. What are you... No, bother. Very well. Tell me what you want. Fine, fine, you have a deal. Hope you choke on it. Now tell that damn Gelvin to come out so we can finish our preparation. You have a deal. Your daggers have done a good job, Gelvin. Even if you did lose your way for a bit. Still, you've earned your pay.
Happy that we were able to help, my lord. This gold will be a big help to the daggers.
Next time I need assistance, I shall call upon the daggers again. Now you, on the boat! Be careful with that!
You did the right thing, old friend. Don't beat yourself up over it.
I hope you're right, Bumnog. I hope you're right.
What? Who? Damn it all! The last person who snuck up on me got a sword in the gut for their trouble. Sorry. Old habit. I was in the guard before joining the Weird. Damned bloodthorns have taken our Weird tree. I've never seen magic like this. I don't know what you can do, but if Elena sent you, your help is welcome. Have a look around if you must, but we need to act soon. The Bloodthorn cultists stole our portal stones. I swore off violence when I left the guard, but killing cultists might be the only way to recover the portal stones. We need those stones to get into our enclave without being seen. Recover the stones and activate them inside the huts so my sisters can join you. I still have my stone. Here, set it by the entrance to the Weird Tree and I'll step through to meet you.
Found it! Set it ablaze!
We have come to save the Weird Tree. The time has come to reclaim the Weird Tree. Open the portal in a perfect spot. Now we can get to work.
You placed my stone well. I should be protected this close to the tree. We need to summon the Guardians. With their power, we can cleanse this place of Angof's foul influence. Angof's cursed vines prevent the Guardians from getting anywhere near the Weird Tree. Find the vines that grow within the circles of weird blossoms and destroy them. That should allow the Guardians to appear before you.
Retribution must be swift. Angof will pay for his insolence. The Weird Tree must continue to reach for the sky. You must destroy the corruption of air. Heed my warnings and you will survive the vile creature's onslaught. When I call, come to me. My power shall protect you.
Make better choices.
Battle turn against you. Come here and I shall protect you. It is defeated.
The earth weakens. Angof's poison corrupts it. Together we will crush this vile manifestation. Good. I cannot harm this corruption of the earth. But I can protect you from its attacks. Listen to my warnings, and you will prevail. I shall tell you when to return to my side. If you are close, I can shield you from the spirit's attacks.
These stones belong to Angos now.
The spirit casts a spell that shall shake the very ground beneath you. To my side, now! It is defeated. This pollution is almost too much for me to bear. Help us restore balance to the Weird Tree. Destroy the corrupting spirit, and then we can cleanse this place. Listen to my words. I shall offer what aid I can. Stay close, and let my power flow over you.
These stones belong to Angos
The tide of battle turns. To my side, now! It is
I can feel the oppressive weight of Angof's corruption lifting. I sense the gratitude of the Guardians, but I also sense fear. Angof's vermin are afraid. You did well, and I'm happy to stand at your side. Now we finally have a chance against Angof and putting an end to his unholy corruption. There's one more challenge we have to face, though. Angof's last wraith nests within the tree. It won't be banished very easily, but the Guardians promise to help you. When you're ready, enter the tree and expel the foul spirit.
Once and
the tide of battle turns. To my side, now!
A fascinating encounter.
Fool, you may have destroyed one of my slaves, but I have so many more.
It's so beautiful. Do you see? Things have already changed. The Weird Tree has been restored. Thank the Guardians that you did. We were losing this battle, but now things are different. And you, a stranger. It's a wonder you risked your life for us. There's no end to the surprises this world has to offer. I served in the Lion Guard before coming to the Weird, so I know more about the world. I think it's time my sisters stopped hiding. We could benefit from more outside contact. If there are no more attacks, the tree will be fine. A hunter, Gloria Fausta, came looking for help while you were inside the tree. I'm ashamed to say we turned her away. We couldn't divert our attention when the outcome of your battle was still unclear. Aldcroft. She said werewolves captured Camlorn and the Duke had fled. We weren't able to aid her, but perhaps you can. Chamberlain Weller and Aldcroft would know more.
You there! You can see me? Who am I? Why, I am Richard Dusant, famous adventurer and treasure hunter. At least, that's who I was, before the cultists in Dresden Keep killed me. I was in the ruins, searching for the treasure, you see. The renowned treasure of Dresden Keep, of course! You could finish my quest for me. There are 3 statues, the heralds. Take the offerings I brought in my backpack and present them to the proper heralds. That should open a passage under the well. Now listen carefully. There will be a lot to remember. The riches of Dresden.
Treasure over there. A Hostilities ended. Now to relax.
The treasure of Dresden. Worthy of the treasure of Dresden Keep.
Selenen, je epeia ven. Eve esgravia lambe ye lael. Ne goria. Heka. Dilia ye metana. Gandra lambe sino. 3 turns. I told you to go. How fortunate for you. But no one ever considers the wants and desires of a ghost. What a presumptuous question. Such temerity. You are very rude, just like my brothers. Yes, I intended to aid the Direni against the Elysians. I hoped to get land from King Relethiel as a reward. My brothers bound me here, so I could not participate. They never returned for me. They did. Well, I'm glad to hear that, at least. Forgive me. I have been languishing alone for a long time. Can you release me? Who is it? Who comes to these ancient corridors after all these years? I can feel the grip of those accursed anchors releasing. After all this time, I am free. In truth, I do not know. My people are long gone. I could move on to Aetherius, or I could remain in Tamriel. See what became of the land after the Elysians were defeated. You have shown me that I am as much a relic as the objects in this vault. A thing of the past, adrift. It is time to go. I shall find Aetherius, and at long last, peace. You are the first to come here in many long centuries, since this place was sealed. I despaired of anyone ever finding their way here. I am the High Librarian of Dressen Keep. I was charged with protecting our greatest treasure, the combined histories of the earliest days of High Rock Do be careful with these books. They are in pristine condition. Indeed, our patron is Hermaeus Mora, the scryer of the heavens and he who determines the tides of fate. These treasures have been sealed away for too long. Hoarding knowledge is worse than hoarding gold, or so our patron has decreed. Take this index. It contains the names of all the volumes and scrolls the keep contains. You must give the Dressen Index to someone who can make use of it, such as a scholar of magic. Like a civilized person, you may leave through the door on the far side of the vault. No need to use the well again. The ward on the gate has been broken, and the door will open now.
You returned. What did you find? Was it jewels, ivory, gold? What? There's no fabulous treasure? There's no gold? I died for a bunch of moldy old books? Ah, cruel fate. I wish I had a book before all this that would have told me what was in this stupid old keep. I plan to meet my friend Willian in Aldcroft after I recovered the keep's treasures. She's in the Mages Guild. I suppose you could tell her what you found. And tell her what happened to me, I guess. Indeed. I know she'll be interested in what you discovered. Like all members of the Mages Guild, she's always been more attracted to stuffy old books than to gold or jewels. Ah well, I suppose it's time for me to move on. Farewell.
Welcome to the fight, comrade. Claws out and watch yourself. You cannot stand against the might of Moloch. More coming. Brace yourself.
Cease your meddling, mortal. The Master has plans for the Red Guard.
What was that voice? Merrick ran off after some other Daedra. Get after him. Don't let her take him.
My master has plans for your pure soul, Merrick. You should feel honored.
Merrick? Comrade, what happened? Where did you go? Dosha, that such a weakling could take one such as Merrick. How would Aleph know? She was behind you. Oh yes, Colors, the heroic guildmaster. We don't need to wait for Colors. You and Aleph are more than smart enough to figure this out. Here, give those items you found on the cultists. You didn't recognize the Tremora from her projection? I think her name is Dosha. Quite full of herself, actually. This note mentions an island tower. Aleph wonders if it speaks of Dowerstone. Dowerstone Vault, an old imperial tower on an island off the coast. Go seek Merrick there. Aleph will find our heroic guildmaster and get additional blades. May good fortune stalk your steps, comrade.
I am Yofnir Iceblade, former master of the Fighters Guild. Don't interrupt, I cannot speak long. Dosha has taken Merrick beneath the island into the vault. She drains his soul for her. I can't say. My time grows short. Save Merrick. Stop the Daedra. We're the followers of Moloch Ball.
Apocrypha with me.
You're too late, mortal! His soul I will consume you as well!
You have failed me, Dosha.
Standar! My head!
Think I've read that one before.
She almost had me. Thank you, comrade. Just need a moment to recover. If you hadn't come along... I heard her communing with the Lord of Lies. Molag Bal is harvesting souls for some dark plot. He's especially interested in the souls of the faithful. Comrade, grab that book and her notes on the table. I saw her scribbling after speaking to her master. We may be able to learn more about this plot. Learn what this Mortum Vivicus is. Grab them, then let's get out of here.
You are the sun on my scales, comrade. You've returned Merrick to us. Molag Bal. May he burn in the glare of 1,000 suns. It's just like him to send an assassin to kill a noble warrior. That's a coward's weapon. Sooth, the Mortum... what? And I can't make tails or scales of these scribblings. No matter. It's going to take time to decipher this scroll, but we'll put our best scribe on it. You've done a great service for the Guild today, comrade. I look forward to drawing steel with you in the future. If we learn anything from the journal, I'll make sure you hear about it. I'll look for you down the river, comrade. You'll hear from us once we've decoded the journal. Of course. After-action report, yes? Wise choice. Yafnir? His passage down the river called me to this post. What did he say? Interesting. I'll get in touch with some of our sisters in the Mages Guild. See if they can investigate this apparition. I try to avoid the Walking Dead, when I can. Not long. Aleph told me you found some trinkets with the cultists. Between those baubles and the notes you found, hopefully we'll have a start for the
My poor Papa, what will I do without you? Why would they kill a defenseless old man? They came in the night. They came right into the lighthouse and attacked us in our sleep. I ran here and hid. You aren't going to make me leave, are you? I feel safer here, please. It was the Bloodthorns. Oh, poor Papa. I left everything behind. I don't even have his dear old pipe to remember him by. If I just had that one small thing, maybe I could find some comfort.
I'm glad you're... Come, mortal. Do a favor for this poor, weary spirit. My daughter is lost to her grief. How can she send you here, to a haunt of vile cultists, to retrieve a pipe? Sheer folly! She should have something of real value, something that will allow her to move on. For years, I've been hiding gold under a tree southwest of the lighthouse. Dig it up, give it to my daughter. Then she needs to go to my brother in Crosswitch. There she can start anew.
I thought Papa was nearby, but now, nothing. Do you have his pipe? I just want to hold on to him, just a little longer. He appeared? He appeared and spoke about me? I recognize this satchel. What's inside it? Oh, Papa. Ever the pragmatist. There's enough here to get supplies in Aldcroft. Then I can go on to Crosswitch.
Hey, you there. Greetings, citizen. I seem to have suffered a temporary setback. I could use a bit of help. These bloodthorn cretins ambushed me, and while I was on a mission of incredible importance, there were dozens of them, but I didn't go down without a fight. What will the Lion Guard do without me? The orc that sits before you, represents the future of the Lion Guard. I am Recruit Gorok, pride of New Orsinium. Please untie me. We have work to do. We must recover the General's dispatch and return to Captain Vistra. I took a beating when the Bloodthorns grabbed me. I won't be much help in a fight, but I'll cheer you on.
I'm led to believe you're the one to thank for Gorak's safe return. He even retrieved the General's dispatch. Recruit Gorak claims that you helped him defeat dozens of cultists and recovered the dispatch from a foul necromancer. Is this true? Ah, I thought he might be telling tall tales. Still, what Gorak did was brave. Stupid, but brave. Thank you for finding Gorak, stranger. I shudder to think what those cultists would have done to him. Gorak, you took the initiative and did your best. You aren't quite ready for the Lion...
Enchantments are superior to anything you'll find anywhere else in the city. Of course, quality will cost you more, but trust me, it's worth it. De Bella's silky breeches. Look at the books on this list. This is unprecedented. Where did Richard find such a thing? What a remarkable discovery. Spirit? Ah, Richard. I knew you would get yourself killed one of these days chasing your beloved treasures. I spent many an evening listening to his tales of adventure. I shall miss him dearly. The Dressen Index? Remarkable! I'm sad that Richard died, but the information in the keep will be invaluable to our scholars. Thank you for this. And here's something for your trouble. What a magnificent find! I doubt Richard appreciated its value, though. He sought treasure, not knowledge. I'll see that the Dressen Index winds up in the proper hands.
What is it?
I'm afraid we've got a bit of an emergency at the moment. I don't know anyone who goes by that name, I'm afraid. Our Duke was kidnapped. Perhaps she was taken along with him. I certainly wouldn't put it past those bloodthorn bastards. We have a bit of a situation with Duke Sebastian of Camlorn. Perhaps you'd be willing to help extract the Duke from a rather precarious situation. Our bumbling town watch allowed the Duke to get kidnapped, that's what happened. Please, you look like you can handle yourself. Surely someone with your talents can help us. The damn Bloodthorn cult. With Camlorn in chaos and the Duke out of action, who knows what the cult intends? At least the Lion Guard finally arrived. Speak to Lieutenant Harim if you want to help. Last I heard, he was near the lighthouse. Lieutenant Harim was scouting near the lighthouse. Maybe he's figured out where the Bloodthorns are holding the Duke by now. Why, His Grace is the Duke of
Comrade, I have an urgent message for you. Guildmaster Sees All Colors would like to see you as soon as possible. She said the journal has revealed something about the Vivicis, whatever that is. She awaits you at the guild hall. You can find her in the hall in Wayrest, comrade. May the Eight protect you. No idea. Word around the hall is that she's been working day and night on some mysterious project. I've even seen some Mages Guild scribes wandering around the place.
I'd hoped to find you here, Adept. Blast has finished translating the tome. Once you're ready, join us at the Mages Guild. Speak to Velast when you arrive. I'll be making preparations for your first trial. Velast will be expecting you at the Wayrest Guild Hall. I'll see you there, Adept. She did most of the hard work. I'll leave the explanation to her. Just know that Sheogorath is nowhere near as clever as he thinks. She was able to unravel his nonsense and determine where you need to go. Huh!
Watch yourself. This place is thick with Bloodthorn cultists. I could use a seasoned warrior. There's no point relying on the local watch. They're simply not up to the job. The Duke's in the lighthouse guarded by Bloodthorns. I was waiting for reinforcements to arrive before making a move. You're a bold one. Very well. When the reinforcements get here, we'll make sure none of the cultists slip away. And if your plan doesn't work, we'll drink a toast to your memory later in the tavern. We were sent to provide more security for the Duke and to keep something like this from happening. It's too bad we didn't arrive sooner. The local watch just wasn't prepared to deal with the Bloodthorns.
You don't look like a Bloodthorn cultist. I assume this is a rescue attempt. Divines be praised. The cultists trapped me with these focus crystals. I'm a bit of a mage myself, but I'm powerless inside this ward. I'm free. Now to get out of here. Thanks, friend. But I'm not the cult's only prisoner. I overheard the cultists talking. They have a prisoner who's a threat to the werewolf leader Falchu. They plan to execute her. If she really is a threat, then it seems crucial that we rescue her. Very good. I'll return to Altcroft. Meet me there after you rescue this mysterious woman.
My executioner? You couldn't lift the axe, let alone deal with all the blood. Splendid. Cut me loose. We'll kill these Bloodthorn dogs and then go after Falchu and his werewolves. Sebastian? We don't have time for... Oh, very well. We'll talk to the Duke. Let's go, then. No time to waste. My thanks, friend. That was too close for comfort. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
Here I am, safe and sound back in Altcroft. I have you to thank for that. Yes, and I share her concerns about both Camlorn and Aldcroft. We must deal with these werewolves once and for all. In fact, I hope to involve you in that. Gloria suspects Falchu's agents are here among us, even now. Indeed. They hide in human form. It's exactly what they did in Camlorn before they struck. We need to find and destroy them before Aldcroft suffers the same fate as poor Camlorn. Gloria says this amulet can be used to reveal the hidden werewolves. I'm sure she can tell you more about it.
I know why you're here, but where I got that amulet is a discussion for another time. Just be careful. The werewolves won't appreciate having their secrets revealed. I'm no expert, but Hircine is the Daedric prince of man-beasts. The amulet bears the call of Hircine. Werewolves can't resist its call. It forces them to reveal their true nature. Pretty useful, right? Don't you know anything? Hircine, the creator and guardian of all were-creatures? Hircine's call. Well, it calls to their true nature. Reveals them for the beasts they really are. What of it? Don't you have some werewolves to go find? Fair enough. All right, here's the dark truth. I'm related to Falchu. He's my ancestor. Every day, my family and I live with the shame of the horrors he inflicted on the world. And now he's back. So I hunt werewolves, and I kill them.
I'm not a young man. That was strange. What just happened?
Why did you do that? What was that odd light?
The bad man! The bad man! The bad man is dead!
Why did you do that? What was that odd light? What? What's happening? For God. Victory. Why did you do that? What was that odd light?
That was strange. What just happened?
Why did you do that? What was that odd light?
It burns! My skin! It's on...
Aldcroft must fall for claw and fang.
Be warned.
Why
Most
did you
of the
do that?
riffraff from Camlorn
What
has
was that
gathered
odd
on
light?
the docks.
Are they here? Are Falchu's cursed offspring here in Aldcroft? So Gloria was right. I suppose I should have known. At least we'll be better prepared this time. And it seems I'm once again in your debt. At least now we know what we're facing. Meanwhile, Gloria has discovered something important about how Falchu came to power. Gloria says that Falchu was summoned back from the dead. If that could happen once, how can we hope to stop this villain? Anyway, to learn more, Gloria needs a live werewolf. Can you capture one for her? Dr. Sergeant Armoil. His soldiers faced werewolves in Camlorn, and they captured one of the beasts. He can advise you. Then meet Gloria in the cave to the east across the bay. That's where she'll perform the rite to learn how to defeat Falchu.
As soon as you catch a werewolf, meet me in the cave across the bay. I hate to miss the fun of the hunt, but I have to prepare the cave for our reluctant guest. Falchu died a long, long time ago. He was summoned back from the dead. I want to find out who to blame for that. You can read the history of a werewolf's sire from the blood of his offspring. If that was a joke, I don't think it was very funny. Go capture me a werewolf. I got things to do.
I'm tired of defending this backwater. There's work to be done in Camlorn and... Oh, sorry. I thought you were one of my soldiers. Ah, right. That's not what I expected to hear. We did capture a werewolf at Camlorn. For a little while, anyway. My battle mage Lexi did it. She should be able to help you. Lexi, front and center, if you please.
Take the werewolf to the cave. I'll tell Sergeant Armoil it worked. You caught one. Good. Let's get him into the circle. I'll create a link between the three of us. We'll be able to see into the werewolf's past, and hopefully into Falchu's past as well. The connection between offspring and sire is strong.
Now the legendary werewolf lord shall fulfill Molag Bol's true purpose. Arise, minion! Arise from the dead.
I serve no one, rich man.
Serve or suffer, cur. I have bound you to my will. Lenumbra's destruction is your only goal.
Today I submit to you, Angolf. But one day soon, I will rip out your heart and eat it whole.
Empty boasts from Molag Bol's newest slave. Come, Falchu. We have business to attend to.
So, it was Angoff. I thought I smelled the stench of true evil. You saw what I saw. In order to stop Falchu for good, we need to put an end to Angoff. A tall order, but it's not impossible. Wait. The werewolf apparently has something to say.
Fools. Your Duke has been blessed with Hircine's curse. He will destroy everything he loves. You have failed. Angolf has sealed your fate.
The Duke was infected? I was afraid of that, but I hoped I was wrong. I've been keeping an eye on him in case the change came over him. Falchu has been ahead of me every step of the way. This failure falls on my head, but we can resolve this here and now. I need to die, and you need to take my blood. We're wasting time. I need to die so you can take my blood. If administered in time, the blood of the Master can cure his spawn. You know I'm Falchu's descendant. If the Duke drinks my blood, he'll be cured of the curse. Damn it! I hope your noble attitude doesn't get everyone else killed. All right. I guess I'll stay alive long enough to see this through. Let's go before it's too late. I'll meet you in Aldcroft.
I'm sorry. I should have told you. I thought I could fight it off. I was... Yes, I quite understand. I ask but one favor. Let me say farewell to my wife and daughter. They're just inside. It will only take a moment. Then you can do what you must. Why, you heartless... I'll never see my family again!
That was unexpected. Why did you change your mind? You really are an old softy. Well, I've got him. I think. Normally I'd never keep a werewolf as a pet, but in this case, perhaps you're right. If we can cure the Duke, that would certainly be better than killing him. I'm sure Falchu would call mercy a weakness, but I think it shows strength of character. We're going to need such strength in the days ahead. Falchu's already been brought back to life once. We need to make sure that can't happen again. The Duke had Mages Guild researchers working on that problem. They're trying to find out how Falchu originally died. If you want to help, they're at Glenember Moors, the battle site where Falchu died the first time.
Look strong and capable. I could use your help if you're willing, and if you're brave enough. The Aldemary Dominion has captured Farwatch Tower. They're using it to signal their ships at sea. I was ordered to intercept messages passing between the tower and the Dominion camp, but we're spread too thin and I need to defend this position. Excellent. The messages go to the Dominion camp's commander. Find the commander and you'll find the messages. Bring any messages you find to Captain Gilam. She's up on the cliffs. The sooner we discover the Dominion's plans, the better. Infiltrate their camp, locate their commander, and retrieve any messages you find.
Ambushed! Of all the stupid luck. I barely got out of there alive. Our scouting party was ambushed. With all the fighting and confusion, we got separated. Now I'm too badly hurt to find my scouts. Really? That would ease my mind. Curse these wounds, or I'd go along with you. The last time I saw my scouts, they were retreating toward the tower. They're raw recruits, and I'm worried about them. Send anyone you find to the base of the tower. I saw the other scouts run up the stairs toward the tower. Watch out. The place is crawling with Dominion troops.
Didn't think I'd make it. I barely made it into hiding before more of those bastards showed up. But by the 8, it's good to see a friendly face. Yes, I can make it. I even have information to pass on to my commander, so the scouting mission won't be a complete failure.
I thought I was done for. Thanks for finding me. Yes, I think so. But what about Cecile? She was ahead of us and I saw her get captured. They took her toward the camp on the beach. We can't leave without her.
Going to need...
You arrived just in time. Not too badly. Luckily, you got here ahead of their interrogator. Thanks for freeing me. Now we have to look for the others. Good to see you again. I hate to think what would have happened to me if you hadn't come along. That we did, thanks to you. Now that we're all back together, we have a better chance to put an end to this Dominion incursion.
Quiet. Dominion soldiers are everywhere. Hadir had to recruit a mercenary? Not a good sign. Let me see those messages. By the 8th, the Dominion's planning a full-scale assault. These messages, they're waiting for orders to attack. We have to stop the commander from issuing that order. Thanks, Stendar. That will buy us precious time. We need to douse their signal fires before they can send the command. Take this storm rune and use it to put out the fires. Then meet me on the shore.
Old Mary Dominion!
Good work extinguishing those signal fires. You were clearly in time. There's no sign of an impending Dominion attack. We didn't stop the attack, you did. You've given us crucial time to bring in reinforcements. Now we can repel this invasion before it gains a foothold. We owe you one for this. Good job!
The soulless one thinks I can be defeated. Not so, fool. Like all worldly things, you will in time wear and be used up.
A messenger? From Aldcroft by any chance? What news from there? We heard reports that Camlorn refugees had inundated the town. That's good. Losing Camlorn was bad enough. Meanwhile, we've made significant progress here. Our research is finally beginning to yield results. The ghosts of the Alessian army still haunt this place. It's been an age since the Battle of Glenumbra Moors raged here, yet the spirits linger. Falchu, the beast that ravages Camlorn. He fought and died here. We want to know what happened all those years ago. Sarvith, our master of Incunabula, hopes to evoke a vision that shows us the events surrounding Falchu's death. We're collecting the most powerful historic artifacts to use as focus objects. The spirits are making the task difficult, however. The generals of the Alessian army played a vital part in the Battle of the Glenumbra Moors. Their weapons, if still intact, would suffice, I think. If you manage to get your hands on the weapons, find Sarvith. He knows what to do from there.
Then.
Make sure these orders circulate among the troops. They need to be prepared for what's to come.
Armor and all. I've heard it all before.
Bagroon here claims that the threat Falchu poses has been greatly exaggerated. Poor fool wouldn't know a moth from a mammoth. Ah, the focus objects. These would do very nicely. Let me just, I don't think that was supposed to come off. Well, these swords are pretty beat up. I'm sure we'll still have plenty of material for the ritual, though. If all goes well, we'll be able to peer into the past. Hopefully see what happened to Falchu. Find out how the Durenis were able to defeat the Alessians so long ago. And if something goes wrong, well, then we shall see what we shall see. Of course, we'll be using the amalgamated essence of the past, focused with these ancient weapons, to open a sort of window into history. Follow me. Now we may finally learn how Falchu was defeated.
And maybe we'll find out how tall the Horker really was.
Listen to me. You must listen.
Giuliano's little teapot! We did it, I think. The spell worked better than I anticipated. We didn't just create a window into the past, we opened a door. The very air ripples with temporal disturbance. Somewhere nearby, a door into history stands open. All we need to do is step through it. A fragment from the past, I think. Something that was pulled forward with the spell. Let's hope that was all we pulled forward. Someone brave and rash enough has to actually step through the door we opened. I'm too valuable to get lost in the past, and Bagroon would probably change history with all his usual bumbling about. Ask Grala what she thinks we should do.
We heard a scream, and then ripples of magical distortion started to sweep across the battlefield. What happened? They were supposed to cast a simple divination spell, nothing more. Sarvith wasn't supposed to open any doorways. I don't like this. Time magic shouldn't be meddled with. But what's done is done. Maybe one of those ripples has the answers we seek. Examine the ripples. See if there really is a doorway of some kind out there. And keep an eye out for anything else out of the ordinary. Who knows what they may have pulled out of the past.
Get free! Post haste! Light it up!
You seek to see into the past. I can guide you. remember this place. It all started here on the day of the final battle. We gave up everything to kill Foul Chu. I'll be damned if I just let him come back to life and curse the world again. I'm here because the one I loved gave up everything that day to save his people. You seek answers. I'm here to help you find them, and hopefully avoid the tragedy that occurred on that long ago day. This armor is your key to the past. It belonged to my beloved, and was buried in this place of honor. It was my beloved's hand that cut Foul Chu down. You'll relive the last moments of the battle. You'll take the place of my beloved. Experience the fall of Foul Chu as it happened. But be careful. You can affect events. Whatever you do may have untold consequences. You won't just see a vision of the past, you'll live through it. What you do may change the destiny of those around you. This is a terrible burden to carry, but it's the only way to get the information you seek. When you're ready, put on the armor. Oh, this armor brings back such memories. Now get dressed. There's much to see, and the connection to the past won't last long. There you are, my love. I was starting to worry about you. Why do you linger, my love? Commander Parmeon rallies the troops for the final assault. You're his best officer and our noblest knight. You should be at his side for this moment. Did that blow to your head rattle your senses? We're on the verge of turning the tide, and we'll launch the strike against Foul Chu's headquarters soon. Come, my love. We have work to do. The Alessian orders, of course. They're crucial. We captured the messenger, but not before he handed the orders off. We need to search enemy soldiers until we can retrieve them. We can't have the Alessians surprise us when we're this close to victory. Do what you have to do and find those orders. Then find me at camp. We need to talk.
There you are, my knight. Did you recover the orders? Excellent. You're a credit to the Dureni Guard. Now we can prepare a proper counterattack to the upcoming Alessian assault. They won't know what hit them. You should show these to the Iliad King. He just arrived. Yes, he surprised us all. We weren't expecting the last king of a dying people to show up on the field of battle. But he's a brilliant tactician, and his advice can only help. Meanwhile, we'll send Alana's unit to put an end to Foul Chu. What nonsense. Alana can handle it. If these orders are any indication, I need you to lead our defenses. But speak to Alana before she goes, if you like. Just make it quick, and don't forget to talk to the king.
I know you wanted to go after Foul Chu, but you'll see plenty of action defending the camp. I appreciate your concern, my love, but orders are orders. If either of us fails, this entire battle could be lost. But have no fear. I'll make sure we never have to worry about Foul Chu again. How? He's just a man, my love. I'll stick my sword in him a few times until he drops. Then I'll stab him again. I'll be back in no time, carrying his head high as a trophy. I can't think of a better gift to celebrate our new family. Later, my love. I'll tell you all about it after the battle. No need to distract you right now. It's nothing but good news, though, I promise. I love you, you know. Now go.
A Breton fighting for the Dareni. Somewhat surprising, though not unheard of considering the current circumstances. Wait a moment. That armor. I've heard stories about you. They say you fight as if Auriel himself blessed you. The situation unfolding upon the battlefield is telling enough. These orders only confirm my suspicions. The Alessians plan to slip past your defenses to, how do they put it, catch the Dareni with their trousers down. What a curious phrase. Use the Dareni magic of your armor to spot the covert shadow scouts before they can do any significant damage. Then dispatch them with extreme prejudice. Simple enough, really. But I'm actually very curious about you. These old Ayleid eyes see many things. Everyone in this yard, for example, radiates an aura of life force. But not you. Your aura's missing. I can't tell if you're not truly alive, or you just don't belong. I've never seen magic like this before. Honesty. A most redeeming quality. But we will have to speak of this later, when matters are less pressing. Right now, we have a battle to win. I appreciate your report.
We make our final stand here. The Alessians are rabble and their numbers mean nothing. This land is ours and we intend to keep it. Today, Falchu and the Alessians meet their end at our hands. Today we celebrate our victory.
We have an accord. Now, to relax.
Too many of them. They tore us apart. Captain, I have bad news. Commander Parmian decided to accompany us, but it was a trap. We expected to find Falchu and his officers, but there was a whole platoon waiting for us. We couldn't stop them. The commander fought bravely, but they cut him down and took Alana. I'm afraid there isn't much time. We expect Falchu to launch a full-scale assault at any moment. It's a tough choice. I think there are enough of us left alive to go after Falchu, but we also need to rescue Alana. I don't know. What are your orders, Captain? This isn't an easy choice, I know. I don't envy you. But whatever you decide, we're with you. Very well, Captain. I'll send one of our soldiers with you. She'll meet you inside.
Your puny weapons are no match for my fangs and claws! Lord Marini! Put an end to these mess now! I will tear you to pieces. You're nothing before me! No! Not fire! It can't
I'll give you notes later.
this! Oh, not like this!
It's time for you to go back now. Return to your time. You learn that Falchu's weakness is fire. Use that...
Do it! Into the past and back again! The ancient armor, it drew you into the past, but we knew it was temporary. You belong here, my friend. Fire! Of course! That makes all kinds of sense! Quickly, report your findings to Gralla. She needs to hear what you've learned.
You're back, and you're safe. Thank the Divines. I was afraid we lost you. According to the legends, when the Nameless Soldier killed Falchu, the armor shattered. The Nameless Soldier died. She was killed, but her sacrifice was worth it, both in the past and in the present. If you discovered Falchu's weakness, then Alana's death wasn't in vain. Fire! Of course! That makes perfect sense. The beast can't stand against its purifying flame. With your help, we will set Camlorn free and destroy Falchu once and for all. Now we know Falchu's weakness. We must share this knowledge with Camlorn. I just hope there's still time to save the city. If you go north, you should be able to catch up with the Lion Guard forces. Find an officer and tell him what we learned. Knowing Falchu's weakness might make all the difference.
Breathtaking. Extraordinary. How esteemed.